Hello, everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of my podcast. I'm your host and I'm a registered social worker. If you're looking at my channel logo right now, you'll see a bowl repaired with gold. In Japan, they call this kintsugi. It's the art of realizing that just because something was broken doesn't mean it's useless. It actually becomes more beautiful and stronger because of the scars. And today I want to tell you a story about how life's biggest interruptions are often God's greatest redirections. That is what this channel is about. Whether you are a student struggling with your lessons, a board examinee doubting yourself, or a woman trying to find your place in the world, I am here to tell you your journey matters. My journey began on 2017. I shifted from sea based to a land based job overseas. At that time, my life looked very different. I was working in a casino. I had a good career. The pay was better than I can say. And because I've always been someone who likes to save, I had a comfortable life and substantial reserves. And I thought I had it all figured out. But in 2020, the world suddenly stopped. The pandemic hit. In 2021, I was forced to return to the Philippines. The high stakes, comfortable life I knew in the casino was gone. I found myself back home, waiting for the old world to return. Instead of just waiting, I started looking for an opportunity. I realized that since everything had shifted to online learning, I had a unique window of time to pursue another degree. And that's when I chose social work. For many, the pandemic was a tragedy. But for me, looking back, COVID 19 was a blessing in disguise. It closed the doors to the life I knew, but it opened the door for me to study. Many people don't realize this, but social work is one of the most in demand professions today, not just in the Philippines, but globally. It is a profession that requires a rare mix of heart and professional science. Social work teaches you an elite level of emotional intelligence. You learn how to remain calm in crisis, how to listen to what isn't being said, and how to advocate for others. It changes how you view the world, moving you from judgment toward a deeper understanding of human behavior and systemic issues. I started my first year in a prestigious university in Region 2 and eventually moved to a Catholic school closer to my town when face to face classes resumed. Being back in school after working for years was refreshing. I've always loved learning new things, and social work was opening my eyes in ways I never expected. The year I enjoyed the most was my practicum year. This is where the books became real. In the field, the brokenness I talked about earlier became visible. I saw suffering in its rawest forms, poverty that felt everywhere, a staggering scarcity of resources, and a lack of education and support that kept families trapped in a cycle they couldn't break. Witnessing it as a student was frustrating. Your voice is limited, your resources are limited. You see the pain and you want to fix everything, but you realize you can only do so much. Those months taught me the essence of being a social worker. It's not just about giving, it's about standing with people in their hardest moments. It's about being the gold locker that helps them realize they can be mended. I graduated in June of 2025 and immediately began preparing for the board exam. Now, this is where I did things differently. Most students go for traditional face to face review centers, but I chose a different path. I enrolled in an online review, but I quickly realized the fixed schedules were a challenge for me, so I pivoted. I decided to focus primarily on self review. This required a level of discipline. I treated it like an 8 to 5 job. I would wake up early, sit at my desk by 8 a.m., and study consistently until 5 p.m. No distractions, no excuses. I was consistent every single day. September 2025 came, I sat for the licensure examination for social workers. Later that same month, the results were released. I passed. It was the most precious early birthday gift I have ever received. It reminded me that God is always on time. He knew exactly when I was ready to receive that gift. I created this channel because I want to encourage students who have difficulty continuing what they started to do not stop from moving forward. For social work graduates who are studying for the board exam, doubting their memory and ability to keep believing in yourself. Do your best, and your best is enough. To all women who think their time has passed and doubt themselves, get up and be the best version of yourself. If you have the chance to study, take it. Go back to school and pursue that dream. Never think it's too late because of your age. And it's for anyone who needs to be reminded that God doesn't waste a single season of your life. We should never stop learning. We should only continue growing. Remember, the road to success isn't a straight line. Obstacles and hardships are inevitable. Sometimes we often hold onto our desires so tightly, but I've learned that when you surrender your heart to Him, He gives you what is best, not just what is okay. Don't lose hope. Your struggles are not there to break you, they are part of your growth. On this channel, we don't just talk about social work, we talk about the art of being human. I'll be sharing the gold found in our struggles, the science of our emotions, and the stories that prove that through every struggle and every redirection, we are being refined into masterpieces. Remember, your cracks aren't your end, they are where the gold begins. Thanks for joining me today. I hope this story and tip help you move forward with more confidence. Don't forget to subscribe so we can keep growing together. See you in the next episode.